Hey, how's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Coming to you today to talk about unions. More importantly, trucking unions. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about unions and trucking today. So I made a video about a month ago of the sale of UPS Freight to TFI International. Talked a little bit about the union there to see if we thought the union was going to stay or if TFI would try to root them out. TFI says they're going to keep it a union company, but we know how that works sometimes. Sometimes companies try to root out the union in different ways. So go over to my community page, my community tab on YouTube right now. I've got a vote going. Let me know if you think unions are good or bad for the trucking industry and truck drivers in general. Leave your comments down below. I know in that video, the UPS video, there was a lot of comments about the union there. People are either for it or against it. It's really no gray area, it looks like, in the union. I'm kind of in the gray area. I see the good, I see the bad. And full disclosure, I did kind of get screwed out of a job one time by the union because I was at Cisco Foods and they didn't want to hire because they didn't want to hire me on because they said they were trying to vet people more and keep them on as casual drivers longer because people had been joining the union and then immediately going and getting the, taxing the health care and the dental plans and everything, which I thought was kind of a little bit on Cisco, maybe a little bit on the union, but yeah, that vetting process went on way too long, in my opinion. But I don't have a negative opinion of the union because of that, but I could see how that could lead to situations. Being a union there could lead to situations like that. I'm not mad at them at it. I get their process. It's up to them. They're a free company and free to do whatever they want. But let me know what you think about unions. Have you been in the unions? Do you think they help? Do you think they hurt? I know people that have, made a lot of money in trucking in the unions, but it seems to me there are less and less companies that are union these days. And I think that's kind of like a double-edged sword. I think there's less power. The unions have less power and they have less members, and it's kind of like one brings the other. When you have less members, you have less power. When you have less power, you have less members. So are the unions dying? Do you think the unions are dying out? It seems like the carriers that don't have unions, and this is more LTL than anything, I don't know any union truckload companies. Maybe the Teamsters should try to get involved in truckload freight. Can you imagine if they could get, say, a Swift or a JB Hunt into the Teamsters union, what that would do to the industry? Good, bad, or indifferent. It would definitely change a lot about the industry. So, like I said, I've been in the union. I've seen the benefits of the union, free health care, cheap health care at most union places, things like that, but typically it kind of weighs a little bit because when I was getting free health care, I was also getting paid less than people at the other companies compared to what I was, apples to apples, what I was doing for my carrier, what they were. So I don't know. It's kind of, I think it's good and it's bad all at the same time. So I'm in the gray area. Let me know if you're in the gray area with me. I think there's a place for unions. I don't know necessarily if I want to work for a union company for a multitude of reasons. I kind of felt like, my main experience I have with unions is I was in a sheet metals worker union before I got into trucking. And I noticed a lot of people had been there for a long time, and I felt like they probably would have been fired a long time ago if it hadn't have been for the union. And I mean that in a good and a bad way. Like, some of them probably would have been gone because they weren't very good workers, but the union was kind of holding them in there. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people say in this day and age, do we even need the unions? I see that point too. I don't know if that, I don't necessarily think that's not my opinion, but I've heard people say that, a lot of comments. A lot of people in the comments saying I wouldn't work for a union company. I'm not paying for the right to work, as far as paying union dues. I don't know. To me, that's not really what you're doing with the union. You're paying for the representation, but at the same time, does the representation have my best interest at heart is my thing. You guys let me know what you think. Go vote on my community tab. I'm going to wrap it up here. I just want to know what everybody thinks about unions and trucking in the same industry combined. Let me know what you think. Be sure to hit the thumbs up if you made it this far. Leave me a comment down there. Think about subscribing to the channel. We talk all things trucking, do a lot of live shows. Check it out. Consider subscribing. Until later, take care of each other. Bye.